Serena Williams has faced countless challenges throughout her legendary career, but nothing prepared her or her husband, Alexis Ohanian, for the personal crisis that brought him to tears, a shocking medical diagnosis that turned their world upside down. Their journey from this moment is more intimate than anyone could have expected. From her early days in Compton to becoming a world champion, Serena's life has been defined by perseverance, discipline, and the unshakable support of her family. Born in Saginaw, Michigan, and raised in Compton, California, Serena, along with her sister Venus, trained on cracked public tennis courts under the guidance of their father, Richard Williams, who had crafted a 78-page plan for their tennis careers. Their mother, Oracene Price, was a vital pillar of support as well. Despite early challenges and limited participation in junior tournaments, Serena turned professional at just 14 and quickly made waves, securing her first Grand Slam title at the 1999 U.S. Open at age 17. Known for her powerful serve and aggressive playing style, Serena dominated women's tennis for more than 2 decades, winning 23 Grand Slam singles titles and 4 Olympic gold medals. Her rivalries, especially with Venus, became iconic. But Serena's impact went beyond trophies. As a black woman in a traditionally white sport, she shattered stereotypes and used her platform to speak on racism, body image, and gender equality. Her legacy is as much about cultural influence as athletic excellence. Beyond the court, her love story with Alexis Ohanian added a new dimension to her life. The tech entrepreneur and Reddit co-founder met Serena in 2015 in Rome. Despite coming from vastly different worlds, sports and tech, they found a deep connection. Alexis proposed in 2016 at the same hotel where they first met, and their daughter, Olympia, was born in September 2017. Their fairy tale wedding followed in New Orleans that November, filled with love and celebrity guests, yet grounded in genuine affection and partnership. Alexis has become Serena's biggest fan, often praising her strength as both an athlete and a mother. Their relationship is a modern example of mutual respect and unwavering support. But behind Serena's seemingly unstoppable career were years of physical pain and emotional strain. Her aggressive playing style led to repeated injuries, especially in her knees, back, and shoulders, and chronic pain became a constant companion. Serena often pushed through the pain silently, showing up to compete even when her body protested. Over time, she became more open about the mental toll this took, helping to destigmatize conversations around mental health in sports. Her courage inspired many, proving that real strength lies in vulnerability and resilience. In 2017, Serena faced her most terrifying experience, not on a court, but in a hospital room. The birth of her daughter Olympia was meant to be a joyful moment, but complications turned it into a near tragedy. Following an emergency C-section, Serena experienced shortness of breath, a sign of pulmonary embolism, a condition she had battled in the past. Despite being in a hospital, her concerns were initially dismissed until she insisted on a CT scan. Doctors found multiple blood clots in her lungs, confirming her worst fears. Though treated in time, her health challenges didn't end there, and the experience left lasting emotional and physical scars. Through it all, Serena has shown incredible strength, on the court, in the hospital, and as a mother. Her story is not just one of athletic greatness, but of human endurance, love, and the power of speaking up for oneself. Whether she's smashing records or battling for her life, Serena Williams remains an icon whose legacy continues to grow. Serena Williams' recovery from childbirth took an unexpected turn when she began coughing so hard that she tore open her C-section incision. This led to more surgeries to address complications, including one to prevent additional blood clots from reaching her lungs. In total, she underwent several operations and spent 6 weeks bedridden after giving birth. The recovery was painful and exhausting, and what should have been a joyful time bonding with her newborn instead became a fight for her life. Serena later shared that it was one of the scariest experiences she had ever faced. Even though she was grateful to survive, the physical and emotional pain made it difficult to experience joy. This traumatic ordeal opened Serena's eyes to the greater issue of the risks that women, particularly black women, face during childbirth. In the U.S., black women are nearly 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women, and Serena realized that, despite her fame, money, and access to top medical care, she had to fight to be heard. After her recovery, she became an advocate for black maternal health, writing a powerful essay for Elle and sharing her story in interviews. She emphasized the importance of women being taken seriously by medical professionals and urged the system to listen more attentively to the concerns of marginalized communities. Serena's physical recovery took time, requiring her to rebuild her strength after multiple surgeries. It wasn't just about healing her body but also about managing the emotional toll of such a traumatic experience. Like many new mothers, she faced moments of self-doubt, frustration, and fatigue, but she found strength in her love for her daughter and support from her husband, Alexis. Serena's honesty about her struggles shed light on an issue that isn't often talked about, using her platform not only to share her pain but to spark important conversations about maternal health. She reminded people that even the strongest individuals can have vulnerable moments and that speaking up for oneself is sometimes the most powerful action. Not long after, Serena faced another health scare, a benign branchial cleft cyst on her neck. Though the cyst turned out to be non-cancerous, the experience was unsettling and emotional. The cyst, a growth that forms from tissue not developing properly in the womb, is typically not dangerous, but it can become problematic if it grows or causes discomfort. For Serena, the discovery of the cyst was sudden and triggered a flood of fears, especially given her history of serious health issues, including blood clots and complications after childbirth. The uncertainty brought on by the situation was emotionally heavy. Serena shared how anxious and vulnerable she felt, even though she was accustomed to handling pressure. When doctors confirmed that the cyst was benign, she experienced relief, but the emotional toll remained. Serena chose to publicly share her experience, hoping to raise awareness about the importance of listening to one's body and seeking medical help when something feels wrong. Her openness about her fears helped others recognize the significance of regular health checkups and being proactive about one's health. Serena's journey with the cyst was ultimately a turning point for her, offering another moment of reflection. At the same time, she stood by her husband, Alexis Ohanian, as he faced his own health challenge, Lyme disease. Lyme disease, caused by a bacterial infection transmitted through tick bites, became the focus of their lives as Alexis struggled with the illness. Serena, typically the one receiving attention for her health battles, now found herself in the role of caregiver, showing the strength of their partnership in the face of adversity. This period of illness and recovery, shared between them, added a new layer to their story of resilience. Lyme disease, which is most common in certain parts of the United States, especially wooded or grassy areas, often starts with symptoms like fever, fatigue, joint pain, and a red skin rash that can resemble a bullseye. Some people go on to develop chronic Lyme disease or post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome, where they continue to feel sick long after the bacteria has been eradicated. For Alexis, the diagnosis wasn't immediate. Like many others who contract Lyme disease, he first began to feel run down without understanding why. He experienced fatigue, aches, and a general sense that something was wrong. At first, it seemed like stress or a lack of sleep, especially with the demands of work, fatherhood, and supporting Serena. However, as the symptoms worsened, it became clear that something more serious was at play. After several tests and doctor visits, Alexis was diagnosed with Lyme disease. The diagnosis marked a turning point, and he began treatment, which usually involves antibiotics. Some people recover quickly, but for others, the process is slower, and recovery can be unpredictable, especially with lingering symptoms like brain fog, muscle pain, and exhaustion. For someone like Alexis, accustomed to a fast-paced life, this was a major adjustment. He had to slow down, listen to his body, and make space for healing, even if that meant stepping back from work or missing family activities. Throughout this challenging time, Serena was by his side, just as Alexis had been there for her during her surgeries, childbirth, and recovery. It was now Serena's turn to be the strong one in their partnership. She took care of him, encouraged him through the tough days, and reminded him to be patient with himself. Their experience brought a new layer to their relationship. While they had always been a team, this challenge tested their emotional strength as much as their physical health. Together, they made the decision to be open about Alexis's health struggles. Just as Serena had spoken out about her own health issues, Alexis shared his experience with Lyme disease. He didn't just talk about the medical facts. He also spoke about how hard it was to function, to stay focused, and to remain positive when he didn't feel like himself. Their openness helped raise awareness about Lyme disease, an illness many people misunderstand. It also provided comfort to others dealing with their own health challenges, showing that they weren't alone. Their story is a testament to what it means to support each other through sickness and health, and how facing illness together can strengthen a relationship. In 2022, Serena Williams officially retired from professional tennis, after more than 2 decades of dominating the sport. Her retirement announcement was emotional for both her and her global fanbase, as she had become a global icon through her incredible tennis achievements. However, Serena made it clear that retirement didn't mean slowing down. Instead, it marked the start of a new chapter, one filled with ambition, creativity, and purpose. One of the major focuses of Serena's post-tennis life has been her work as a businesswoman and investor. She founded Serena Ventures, a venture capital firm aimed at supporting early-stage companies, particularly those led by women and people of color. Serena wanted to make a meaningful impact by investing in businesses that are often overlooked by traditional investors. Through Serena Ventures, she has helped fund companies in various sectors, including tech, wellness, and education. Her goal isn't just to help these businesses grow, but to create opportunities and build a more inclusive future in the business world. Beyond her business ventures, Serena has remained active in the fashion industry. Even before retiring, she had begun designing clothes and launching her own fashion lines. Known for her bold, expressive style, Serena has carried that same energy into her designs, creating a brand that reflects her confident, strong, and unapologetically herself. Fashion has provided another creative outlet for Serena and allowed her to connect with her fans and customers in a more personal way. She has also continued her philanthropic efforts, supporting causes such as education for underprivileged children, women's rights, and racial equality. Serena has worked with organizations worldwide to build schools, improve access to healthcare, and support communities in need. Giving back has always been important to her, and now, with more time off the court, she is dedicating herself to continuing to lift others up. Serena and Alexis have faced some of life's toughest challenges together, showing resilience, strength, and love. If you found their story inspiring, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more real-life stories and updates on your favorite stars. Stay tuned for more.